Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another super cool radio interview. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have two incredible guests, and I'm very excited to have back on the podcast. Coming up on April 26th, the Darts will release a brand new album entitled Boomerang. Please welcome from the Darts, Christina and Nicole.
Hey.
It's us. We're our biggest fans.
Yeah. Yay, us.
Yay.
Well, it's awesome to have you guys back on. I can't believe it's been about a year and a half since I've seen you guys, chatted with you guys. So it's awesome to catch up and interview you guys again.
Yeah.
Totally. I can't believe it's been that long. It feels like yesterday we just saw you.
I know. I can't believe it either. I know you guys been touring obviously Europe and the West Coast, so you haven't made it to the Midwest in a little bit. So hopefully I get to catch you guys in a show, hopefully at some point.
Yeah, we're not very good about touring the US, unfortunately, but we're trying to do a few more dates this year, but it's still, the focus is really Europe still, I think.
Oh no, I've seen you guys got a lot of press and love from I saw European outlets. I think you guys are in Rolling Stone, the France version, and I think you made it in Playboy as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. But cool. That's cool. I'm sure they have a large audience that we reach. So awesome.
Yeah, that's the niche we're going for, obviously.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I saw that post a few days ago and I just started laughing just because of just how random it was. I was like, I never would have expected that, but I'm glad you guys are getting a lot of press, especially with the upcoming album.
Oh yeah, the first text I got when I posted that was my mother.
Yeah, I haven't said anything to my dad yet, but I'm sure he's seen it. I'm like, cool.
It's just a video clip. Whatever.
Yeah, you might probably. It's not what you think.
It's really not what you think.
Yeah. Let me explain.
But
it's all about the lyrics.
It really was, and I saw the clip. Yeah. It was it was just showcasing your music, which I know people are going to hear that in this interview and going to think a lot of different things, but it is really just music based, and it was very nicely done.
It was. They just showed our video for the video du jour, the video of the day. It was very nice. So.
And Rolling Stone, though. Let's not forget.
Let's not overlook that.
That's pretty awesome. That's like
pretty
kind of a major dream come true situation.
And it's like it's happened a couple times for us before, but every time Rolling Stone says something, it's like you drop everything and you can't believe you're seeing that on your screen. Like, what life is this? This is insane.
Yeah.
Especially to pick it up in a different country's version of outlet of Rolling Stone is incredible to see.
Oh yeah, everything sounds better in French.
I have no idea what they're saying, but it's cool.
It's even better. I'm sure this is great.
But yeah, I clicked on the article. I was like, "Oh, you guys are in Rolling Stone," and then my computer's like, "Oh, would you like to translate the English?" And I was like, "Yes, please." Yeah. And they said very nice stuff, by the way.
They said nice stuff. The translation was a little wonky, but yeah, it's really nice. So it was very.
Oh, for sure. So I know we will be diving into the new album, Boomerang. But before we do that, you guys, I saw earlier this year, you played some shows with I think is a really awesome band, Mac Sabbath. So how was that experience?
They are so rad. We had so much fun with them. They're like the coolest, nicest guys, and like their crowds are so cool. Like they have these crowds that come to their shows and they're just like, you would think that they're just going to be like super into that one thing and that's what they want. But their crowds were so supportive and responsive to us. And like, it was a really fun tour. I had no idea what to expect, but it was awesome.
Yeah. Like when our booker gave us the opportunity to do the tour, we're like, are you sure? Like, that seems a little weird. Okay. And then, yeah, they're like our best friend. Like we text every day. Like they're like the nicest guys. They're super amazing people and incredible. Anybody that can play that kind of music and those get-ups, I don't even know how they see their hands. Like it's
they amazing. Don't. Their bass player like doesn't see. He just plays.
No.
It's like insane. Like I can't. Like we're such big babies about, oh my God, we're sweating and it's dark. Like they can't see anything and they're in like full like outfits that are like covered in fur and like plastic and stuff. It's crazy.
And they were so like generous about like saying things about us on stage and I don't know, they were just so solid human beings. It was really, really surprising. It was really cool. One of the best tours we've had, I think.
Yeah, totally.
I have not seen them live yet, but from people I've talked to and like videos I've seen online, it just looks like such a fun experience. Oh. And like just the whole concept, like on paper, just sounds like someone like wouldn't believe you, but like they pull it off and do it so well.
It's a whole like musical theater experience. Like there's so much that goes on. They have so many props. They have like trailers full of stuff that sets on fire, and there's a grill on stage. I don't know. There's like all kinds of crazy stuff going
and their crowds come like all dressed up, which makes me happy because I like love it when people get super into stuff and like get dressed up and like make it a whole thing. So
yeah, it was really cool.
Also did want to talk about, you guys had the opportunity to perform at the Punk Rock Museum. How was that experience? Because I saw you on your YouTube channel, you got some videos up there. It looked like such a cool time, playing some songs there.
Yeah, it was pretty humbling. It was like, what, like imposter syndrome type of situation, but it was like really neat to go. Our friend Rob Ruckus works there, and he gave us like the full tour and showed us all this just amazing stuff that they have there, memorabilia. And then we got to choose like whose basses we wanted to play and got to play everybody's guitars and stuff. It was neat. It was mind blown. Like
yeah, we had no idea it was going to be that. That was part of the whole Mac Sabbath tour. And like that whole experience of that week was like, what is happening? This is way better than we ever thought it was going to be. Yeah, the Punk Rock Museum, like, and I don't know, they posted that video of us playing 3 songs. And we were like kind of still in our street clothes. We were sort of like not even, this will be fun, whatever. There's 5 people here, whatever. It has like 50,000 views or something. It's crazy. Like, it's, I don't know. It's like, it was so fun. That room sounded so good. It was really like a punk rock experience, like set up, play whatever instruments are there, done. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a really neat experience.
Oh, it definitely looked like I saw the videos online. So was it like more of just an impromptu thing, or like how'd that come about?
Rob Ruckus, who works there, I don't know if he manages it. He's sort of higher up at Punk Rock Museum. He's been a really close friend of ours and a fan of even our last band, the Love Me Nots. He was always an early supporter of everything that we do. So, yeah, whenever we go to Las Vegas, whenever we go near Las Vegas, he's always like, okay, I'm there. What do you need? I'm bringing microphones. What do you need? Blah, 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 So he's like the coolest friend in the world. And, so yeah, when he found out we were coming through there, and now that he's doing that, he's like, you guys have to make time to stop in here. It's a really cool place. We're like, yeah, we'll try, we'll try. And thank God we did. It was like one of the coolest things we've done. It was really, really neat.
Yeah.
Oh, no, definitely. It looked like it. And so I'm curious, you guys did use some instruments that were at the Hall of Fame. So which ones did you guys choose?
I used Fat Mike's bass. And then Melissa used Joan Jett's guitar. And we just used the Farfisa. And then it's in, I don't even know. Like, so it's in the Pennywise Garage, right?
Yeah, they rebuilt the garage that Pennywise used to rehearse in. And it's like some of the same stuff from the garage is in there. Like they rebuilt it piece by piece to be almost exactly a replica of it. So it's this really cool, like tiny little room that looks like a garage. And yeah, so that we played in there. But it was the bass and the guitar were the ones that we borrowed. Yeah.
Oh, right on. It sounded really cool. It looked like such an awesome experience. And also to add to that, now I did read, you guys have some items from the darts actually in the museum. Is that correct?
that is so mind-blowing. I can't even, when you walk through there and you see like, you know, I can't even tell you the stuff that's in there. Blondie's stuff and Jello Biafra's stuff and like the
They have
damn
Lemmy's ashes.
Yeah.
What, really?
They have a little bullet with Lemmy's ashes in them.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's like the coolest stuff. They have handwritten song lyrics from everybody you've ever wanted to see handwritten song lyrics by, things like that. So yeah, they have a whole upstairs area of like up and coming bands, punk bands. And they asked me to bring whatever we could find, like relics of stuff. So I brought like some fringe gloves that I wore that on the Mac Sabbath tour that were disgusting. I don't know why they want those. And just what else did we leave? Like some song
like, we left like our like a flyer.
Yeah.
From one of our shows. And what else? Did you leave a slip? One of your slips?
I left one of my slips that I wore early on in the early days. Oh, and my shoes, my little feather shoes that I used to like slide on and then kick off into the crowd during the early shows. I left those there too. And
we brought like everything because we didn't know what to bring. So hopefully they display any of it.
We also brought the bat capes that we wore on the cover of I Like You But Not Like That, the album cover. So there's a bat cape there too, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're displaying with the album cover next to it. That's pretty. It's a neat display. I haven't seen the display yet, but the way he described it, it sounds incredible. I can't believe that our stuff is there. Our sweaty junk is there.
Neat. And my my nephew is going there for his 21st birthday. And I hope it's out by then because I want him to be like, that's my aunt's stuff. It'll just be like more of a like mind-blowing experience then for me. It'll be so cool.
Oh, it definitely sounds like such an awesome display, you know, with everything, you know, from the darts. I do hopefully get out there. I haven't went like west of like Minnesota, so hopefully I get out farther west than just Minnesota.
Yeah, you should. It's worth it. It's super neat to check out. Like, it's really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, but that's a good. Like, it was way more like they had so much more stuff, and it was way bigger and more inclusive than I ever thought. Like, that place is awesome. And they have a tattoo shop there too. We were all going to get little like fast food tattoos since we were on the Mac Sabbath tour, but we didn't have time. So I think we're going to have to do it next time. But yeah, and they have a little bar in there, and like that place is so cool. So neat.
Oh yeah, definitely. And well, I'm curious, were you all getting like the same like fast food tattoos or all just different logos?
We were all getting something different, but like fast food related. I think we're still going to do it. We just need to find time. We're never all together at the same time. We want to do it together. So hopefully it's still a plan. It was inspired by Mac Sabbath, but we're still talking about it. So I think we might still do it. Yeah. And then you'll see. You'll see what we decided on.
They just invited us to do another tour with them, but unfortunately we're going to be in Europe. But so that if it happens again, you guys got to do it.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll probably just do it when we all meet up here for our next tour anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do hope you guys get some time for that. And I do hopefully, I'd like to see you guys on tour with Mac Sabbath again. If you guys tour again, that would be so cool. So unfortunately, you can't be in the same countries at the same time playing Europe and America. But
yeah, someone's got to do it. Whatever.
But now I do gotta focus on the upcoming album, which is Boomerang, available on April 26th. Pre-orders available right now. So right now, first single is Pour Another, out right now. So I'm curious, so if anyone hasn't checked out Pour Another, what can they expect from the single?
What can they expect? Well, what they're going to expect from the title is a party song. They're going to expect, a song about, drinking and whatever. But it's really, it is about that, but it's really like a list of all the reasons that people pour another, like wanting to walk into a room and being scared of it, and like needing something in your hand, and like going up in airplanes, and that's scary too, and like just all the little things, listening to ads that tell you to drink, and like all the reasons that go through your head when you're drinking. I tried to make a list of all these things to help me stay sober, actually. So that's how it came about. And I actually wrote the tune with completely different lyrics and everything. And the band rejected it. They were like, "We hate this song." And so, then as time went on and I was doing the sober thing, I rewrote it and reworked it. And I was listening to a lot of Wet Leg, and I was listening to Devo and this weird playlist. The whole thing just shifted into this song about like reminders for myself. So I brought it back to the band, and they were like, "This is one of our favorite songs on the record now."
Yeah,
it went from being rejected to this good one. So we started playing it on tour last year just to test it out and see how it was going. And literally by the second chorus, entire roomfuls of people are screaming along with us. We're like, okay, this is working. This song is working. So yeah,
it's like the most fun song to play live now. Like everybody like just screams it at you, and like it's awesome. And the song is also like one of my favorite songs for sure of the ever. Thanks, Nicole. But at first we were like, I don't know. And then I don't know, Melissa was like, it kind of sounds kind of like a Wet Leg. Was that after you rewrote it and then you changed it again?
No.
And then we were like, this is our favorite song ever.
Before, so
good.
She listened to the early demos that you guys rejected, and she was like, I don't know. But the verse kind of sounds like Wet Leg. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, hang on now. Now you're talking to me. So
then you rewrote it and we were like, this is amazing. Yeah.
Like lean into the Wet Leg and the Devo. I don't know.
Oh no, I've had the opportunity to listen to it multiple times leading up to this interview, and I really enjoy it. Like, you know, kind of similar with you guys, it is one of my favorite songs by you guys. I just like just the it's just got such a, you know, I like the lyrics, I like the music. It's a perfect combination of everything, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you. It was fun to record too, because when we recorded this, we did it all like really fast in LA with Mark Rains, and the whole record we did like in 3 days. So the band was there for the first 2 days and did all the tracks, and we did all the instrumental tracks, and then they left and I spent the last day just doing vocals. And so Mark was like, okay, let's set the vibe. And he like turns down the lights and lights a little candle, and he sets up the microphone, and the first song was Pour Another. I'm like, this is really chill for this song, but okay. But it kind of gave you this like, pour another, like a voice in your head, you know, in the back of your mind. And so it kind of works. I don't know. I just dug it. In fact, one of my friends recently just came to me and said, love the song, but why? It's amazing that you didn't like sing up an octave on the last chorus and go crazy like you do on stage with it. I'm like, you know, it's true. I usually do a big outro, but there's something about this song where I want it to just be like a mantra in the back of your mind and just keep it there. You know,
that's what I love about it, is that it's like different from all of the other songs, like in the way where it's like very calm, like the way you sing it, and the like backup vocals are very like calm and like flat. And then when we play it live, it's not calm at all, because everyone in the audience is like screaming Pour Another, so it like turns into this whole other thing.
Oh, the bridge, or like, you know, the bridge of that song is pretty chill on the record, on the recording, but live, it's like the most punk rock moment of our entire set. It's so fun. We are just, Christina and I are like all over the stage. And
people like will be mosh pitting to it. Like it gets really intense. It's a very chill song for us, and it gets super intense live. It's like, it like transforms, which is like not what I expected at all.
Yeah.
For us playing it live, like when we like recorded it. For sure.
Like an added bonus for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right. No, it's just so cool. Like you get the studio version, and then like you guys are describing like performing it live, which is, you know, very, you know, kind of different from what it is, but also it's the crowd, you know, getting into it that obviously, you know, kind of changes.
It's the crowd, yeah. It's for sure the crowd that like transforms that song to like another level. Like we play it like we do on the record, but then it just like gets an energy of its own because of the crowd's like interaction with it.
Yeah, when people are going, pour another, you can't just be like, la, 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 la. You know? You gotta actually get back in their face. So that's what we do.
Oh no, definitely. So I'm curious, where is Pour Another in the set right now?
It is mid to late set. Very carefully placed because, you know, we want people to get warmed up and get ready for it and look forward to it. And we have a whole new set that we're going to start touring in April with the Boomerang tour. And so we've reworked it. And
we have a whole new set. That's why this is here. And that's why all the papers are behind me with all of my notes on them. I have to learn a whole set of music.
Rehearsals are real. And we're not in the same city, so we have to rehearse with homework on our own. That's how we rehearse. And we literally get together, even on this, for this tour, we don't even have a rehearsal time. It's just going to be the sound check.
Homework.
Rehearsal. And so we're adding 2 brand new songs from this record to the set for the first couple shows, and then we're adding 4 new songs, more new songs to the second half of the Boomerang tour, this little run we're doing in April and May. So it's a lot, but we're playing a lot from this record, and the songs are really, I think they're really fun to play, personally.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the new album. I think it's my favorite like group of songs and favorite easy recording process ever. So I'm excited. I hope people respond to it like we did. Like we loved all the songs on this album. I'm excited to play them out.
Isn't it great to have a bass player who loves all your songs?
Yes, it does.
You know what? You write really good songs. You write really good bass lines for me too, which I love. Like, you make me shine, babe.
Every song goes to the bass line to me. My brain goes to bass before anything else when I write a song, and that's where it all begins. And when you have somebody that can play literally anything I throw at her, the world is my oyster. I'm like, what weirdness can I throw at her today? You know?
Yeah, it was weird when we first started playing together. I was like, oh my God, she writes everything. Like, I don't have any like outlet. And then like as we've been playing together for all these years, you just know exactly how I play, I feel like, and you just write what I would play anyways, and like, or more, like it's challenging. It's more challenging than it would have been if I would have like written the bass line. Like there's some cool, you write cool stuff.
Thanks.
Cool.
There's a song on this record called Are You Down? It was one of Jello's favorites that he wanted us to record even before we put out Boomerang, and so we finally did it. And there's a little bass riff in it that was just driving Christina crazy. She's like, this is so hard to play. Why is this so hard to play? And you know, really what it was super easy to play. It was just she was hearing it wrong. But like I try to write like the way I hear her in my head. We've been playing together. I think I just posted about this morning. We've been playing together since 2005.
I know, it's so crazy. I saw Facebook like messaged, or it was like in my memories of like something from when we were like, I think it was like 2009 or something, and we are like children. And it's, I was like, oh,
happy naive little children, not yet jaded and miserable. But yeah, we it's been so long that we've been playing that I really think that I can just hear in my head what she would do, you know, and I can see where her hand would go, and I can hear it in my head. So if I write something that's too hard for her to play, then something's wrong, because that's not how I wrote it. You know, that's not like how it comes out. It's weird.
But like, I also love it when that happens, because I'm like, I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to make it better.
Oh,
like,
you ask for it now. You ask for it now, baby.
I know, dude. That's why I'm sitting here on my bed with all this music and my bass. Like, I'm not leaving this room until tour.
Well, it's really cool to have that like kind of connection and just like understanding us so well that like you're writing, bass riffs that you can like already like, oh, she's gonna play like this kind of thing. Just to have that also comes with you guys have been playing together in a band for going on 20 years. So it just helps to have that kind of just connection for you guys. And it's just so cool that you have that kind of relationship and connection to write and record music like that.
It's amazing. I feel so lucky every day to be in something like this it's kind of effortless to be in this band because we're not even in the same cities. We never rehearse. There's like, it's not like we put a lot of time into it. I mean, we do with the postings and like there's publicity and there's things we have to do all the time, but the music is easy to create, and we get in a room and it just works. We get on stage, it just works. Nobody has to. The actual creativity part of it is like a no-brainer. It's so natural for us. And who has that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people have that, but I think it's just that we've got a really good team right now of musicians like that play with us, and like not only does everybody take responsibility for like practicing on their own, but like we all are like really good friends with each other. Like we have like 3 different guitar players that play with us at different times, and our drummer and me and Nicole, and like we talk to each other, like we text each other all the time. We always send each other like silly stuff online. We're always like, like we all get along really well, which is like great. It super changes everything when like we all miss each other and stuff, even though we spend several months like crammed next to each other in vans every single day. Then we leave and we're like, I miss you. I can't wait to sit with you all day for every day. It's the kind of band where, our drummer Beef can say, dude, you need more deodorant. But also she can say, that was the best song I've ever heard in the same sentence. Like it's the coolest relationship to have with somebody like that.
Hey, we have to be honest with each other and communicate. Yes,
that's what
it's the thing. We're learning this. We've learned it. I think we're getting there. We're
getting really way better at it. It's hard. It's hard in life to be honest with people. And I don't know. I have a hard time with it anyway. It's hard to be like vulnerable and like say what you mean and not hurt people's feelings and stuff. But we've put a lot of work into that, and it's really made touring a whole different experience. So yeah, it's been really good. Beef has been great for this band. She's like so real, and like she doesn't suffer fools, she tells you exactly how it is. and it's great. It's great for us.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really glad you guys have that communication channel with all of you guys, that you can display kind of that vulnerability and just be honest with each other, which fortunately sometimes you can. And I've talked to, and I've heard stories of bands just like they don't like each other, yet they're they still perform and just tour, but they like hate each other. So I'm glad you guys don't have that kind of relationship, and you guys are all be able to communicate and be honest.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't, like, you can get like weird resentments being around each other all the time, and like just get mad at each other because you think they're mad at you, or just like it's just like so much easier learning to like just be like, hey, I think this, what do you think about that? It's just like in the past like year, after all the touring we did last year, I think we worked on it a lot, and like now it's like awesome. Like all of us are just like texting each other and being like, oh my God, I can't wait for this, and I can't wait. It's not like anything like from like the past or dealing with other people it's hard to communicate with, where we're just like, what are we going to do about this issue? It's just like none of that's happening. It's like, oh, can't wait for this tour. Are you guys working on these songs? Like it's neat. Yeah. I can't wait till I get together again.
So
we're like just about to do it, and so like it's so exciting to think about it happening again.
It's been like 2 months since we went out with Mac Sabbath, and I feel like that's a really long time for us not to be on tour.
Ever, dude. I'm just like sitting at home, like waiting, counting the days.
I literally put my stage outfit on with the farfisa in the living room, everything, and I do the set because that's the best way to rehearse. But I look like a complete idiot in my living room doing this, but whatever. I miss it.
And I like the method, rehearsal. I like that.
That's hilarious. I still have to pick out my stage outfits. I ordered like 9 things and I returned like 9 things, and I need to get more stuff.
Wardrobe malfunctions are a real thing. You have to test. You have to
be ready for that.
Yeah.
It's a thing, especially in this band.
Dude, when we're on the floor together and we're kicking each other's instruments and they're like bass headstocks on my brain, like there's you can't have your outfit not be the right places. So anyway, it's important. Test it out and just make sure.
Yep, proper stage attire is a necessity.
It is.
I do want to get back. I do have a few more things I did want to talk about Boomerang. I like the nice sidebar we had though with everything. I do appreciate that.
You want to talk about stage outfits?
Well, we haven't talked in a minute. We're just gonna catch up right now. All right, Boomerang.
All right, back to
if you don't mind.
Yes, sorry.
All right, so I'm curious getting with Boomerang now. So I saw for Snake Oil that Jello was a production whisperer for that album. Does he have a similar role for Boomerang?
No, and he's really upset about it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. We kind of just went and we've never done an album. We always record albums with Bob Hogue, and we've had Jello for the last couple, actually, mostly the last one, doing a lot of input. And we kind of just wanted working on our band communication together and not letting other people influence us as much as they have been in the past. Wanted to do a record with somebody that we really liked, that would be kind of mostly like hands off unless we wanted them to be. And we wanted to do an album that was just only the band's input and exactly how we wanted it to sound. And so we didn't tell Jello that we were recording the album until it was finished. And I think he's more than a little upset about it, but he loves it and he's still putting it out. So
it grew on him. It definitely grew.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, go ahead, Nicole.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I think you said it right. I think he was a little like, what? You did what? What about me? But like, and it's not to say that we were upset with anything that had happened before or any of the production or any of that. It was amazing. But the band, like we were saying, we worked on a lot of communication. We've been working actively on like being a cohesive bunch of people, human beings together. And it was really important, I think, to just be us in a locked room with Mark, who is like the chillest guy you will ever meet. And like, that's what we needed. We need somebody who would just throw the levels up and say, do your thing, guys. You know, you need fuzz bass, here you go. Like done. Like it was really a different experience from what we had ever done before. It was really good for us. And we walked out of there just like beaming, like breathing. Like that was so easy. It was so fun to just go from creation to finished product like that, and for better or for worse. Like not everybody's going to like it. Fine. But
we were so happy recording that album. Like it was the most fun I've ever had recording an album in my life. And afterwards, when we started getting the mixes back, we were like, this is awesome. It's like, it was just like how we wanted it to be. So good, so fun. Jello really was bummed that he didn't get the input, but I think once, we explained it to him, how we just explained it to you, I think he understands too. And
he did get some input in the end, because he said, can I at least get involved with the mastering? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So he chose the mastering person, Anne-Marie Swernham, and he, listened to the masters and was really happy with them after she did her 2 cents on it. And so it does have the Jello sheen.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did put his input in on the masters for sure.
Yeah.
There was he did the final touches.
And he picked the songs for a lot of the songs. Hang Around, Your Show, and I guess there was one other one. When we recorded Snake Oil, we went in to record Snake Oil, and the morning we started recording, he said, "You guys, can you add 3 more songs to Snake Oil?" We're like, "No, we don't have time. We have studio time booked." He was like, "Okay, well, let's revisit those 3 songs as soon as possible." And that was part of the impetus to go right back in this boomerang effect, to go right back into the studio after Snake Oil was done, because he had said that. And I really was like, we should do those songs like right away, especially because Jello loves them, and he's always right about his song choices. Even if we don't see it at first, he's never been wrong about those. So we grabbed the songs and we went back in and did them, and they're like, Your Show is one of the most popular songs on our set. You guys haven't heard it because it's not out yet, but we would play it live just to test it out on audiences. And literally people would come up to me at the merch booth and go, "What was that song that you sang about falling in love with a musician? Where can I buy that? I want that song." I'm like, "It's not out yet," but he's right. That was a good song, And so it was good to get back in there and do it quick, I think.
It sounds like, really the recording process went really smoothly for you guys. And it was nice, that you guys had the opportunity to kind of just, go into the studio and just like be yourselves and, put the album together how you guys wanted to put it together. Obviously, there was some input with, the song choices and mastering, but I think it was a really good experience for you guys, especially we were talking about communication like 10 minutes earlier. And I think it just strengthens it with Boomerang. And I'm very excited to check out the full album. Obviously the first single, Pour Another, sounds amazing. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I've been listening to Snake Oil today before the interview just to prepare. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. There's some good stuff. You're going to like it. I'm excited.
I'm too.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. So I'm curious for you guys. So do you have a favorite song off Boomerang?
Ooh, Christina? I don't know.
Oh my God, there's so many. You go first.
I am always a sucker for the big ballad at the end of our records. I always put a ballad at the end. And this one's called The Middle of Nowhere. And I don't know. That song came to me in a flash. When the muse strikes and you just sit and you write the whole song in 10 minutes and it's done. That was one of those songs where it was like lightning. And there's a little echo effect on the like a delay echo in the chorus that I just love. And I don't know, that song to me, I really want to do a music video for it where we're like out in the woods and there's bats flying around quietly. I don't know. I got this whole idea,
I'm making Nicole goth. It's happening
in my woods. But we're gonna do it.
I want to see that happen.
Me too. Put it on the list. But so right now, if you ask me right now, I would pick that one.
I'm looking at the songs right now because I'm like, what songs were even on that album? There's so many good ones. I think my favorite is maybe Dreaming Crazy.
What? That came out of nowhere? Really?
I know. I love it though. I don't know. Or
Dreaming Crazy is like the big neo soul garage moment. It's very small.
Yeah, usually would not be my favorite, but I love it. And Night. There's one called Night that we do.
Night was co-written. The bass line was written by John Carlucci from the Underground Garage and from the Fuzztones and the Speedies. He contributes the bass line every now and then to our records. And every time he sends me a little bass clip, I'm like, dude, that rules. I'm going to write a song around that. And
he does.
Night. It's really cool.
So good.
Well, it sounds like it's been a lot on this album, and again, I'm just more excited after chatting with you guys. I am definitely more excited to listen to it now. Last thing about Boomerang, then we're going to be talking about the future plans for the darts. But every time you guys I always love the cover art you guys have for all of your albums. So how did Boomerang? So actually, just in general, how do you guys determine the cover art?
It's different every time, but. I mean, we suffer over that art a little bit in general. Art in general is hard, because we're musicians. We're not really as visual sometimes. I'm not anyway. But this one, we took a picture backstage. It was just a selfie in Spain that beef, like we were all standing in front of this graffiti wall in the green room, tons of graffiti behind us and a mirror. And she snapped a picture of the four of us. And I fell in love with this picture of us. And I'm like, man, I really think we should be standing by graffiti. That just looks cool. I don't know. It's got this, I don't know, sort of street. I don't know. It kind of is the mindset behind this record was raw and quick and in and out. And like, I don't know. And that to me was the visual behind us with the graffiti just said it all. So
yeah. At the time we were also spending every single night in green rooms where it's just like, everybody's just like writing and tagging and there's just like tons of it all around us. Not necessarily like art graffiti, but just like scribbling, like,
like write your name on the wall.
Was here, write your name on the wall, draw a dick or something. It's like fun green room graffiti every single night. But yeah, the photo that we originally took was like awesome, and we did everything we could to recreate it.
Yeah, I mean, right down to the cropping of our feet at the bottom where you can't see our feet. That's like all from that selfie. We got it, I think. And we were, so yeah, the backstory behind this art is that we were on tour for those 100 days in Europe while we were doing the art. And Louise, our French guitar player, is the one that did the art. So she's literally sitting in the tour van. She's playing the shows with us. And then in the tour van, exhausted all day, doing the art in the back seat, so, you know, texting me ideas in the front seat. I'm coming back. You know, this is going on for like 100 days of this.
She worked on it a lot.
Oh man. And well, she's like, I can't even begin with this girl. Awesome. She has changed the face of this band in so many ways with her artwork and her work ethic. It's insane. She's amazing. Not to mention the guitar playing, but on top of all that, the artwork is, we almost can't live without it right now. She's so integral to the visual of this band now. But so yeah, she put it together. We took the graffiti from pictures at Le Curie in Geneva, Switzerland, which is the coolest venue because it's in this like part of town where everything is covered with this colorful graffiti. Every corner of every wall, everywhere you walk is just graffiti everywhere. And so I just started snapping pictures of all the graffiti everywhere we were, and she cobbled it all together and made the album behind us. And the back cover is me with the farfisa upside down at that same venue. That was taken by Denis Charmeau, one of the photographers that sort of went to a bunch of our shows on tour. So it kind of, I don't know, it has a good meaning behind it too. Like it exemplifies everything that we were doing while this was going on. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that is so cool to hear the backstory for the cover art. And, you know, obviously I've just seen it, you know, digitally online so far, but it turned out, you know, such, you know, just looks so cool. And just, I think it matched just, you know, when I heard Pour Another, I was like, man, this artwork really matches the vibe of this song. And you guys did a fantastic job with it.
Thank you. Yay, Louise. She rules.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of conversations because the whole band was there in the van the whole time she was doing it with ideas. That's the only time we've ever done it like that. It was all just the band's input too, really.
Yeah. That's another thing that I don't know if anybody, you know, the label's cool. I mean, our Alternative Tentacles, I will say, is very supportive in what we try to do. We throw a lot at them. a lot. Hey, we need this. We need that. We need this. We're going to Europe. We need that. And they step up, and it's so nice. You know, it's hard. We put them to the ringer with some stuff, and they step up for us. It's really good.
Well, I'm really glad to hear you guys have, you know, such great support from the label like that. Even when you do, you know, like you throw some stuff at them and they're still able to, you know, work with you guys and, you know, help you guys produce some great music and, you know, obviously the CDs and vinyls and things like that as well. Yeah,
it's not easy to go, guys, we need 600 vinyls in Bordeaux, France by, you know, May 1st. Go. They're like, what? Wait, what? You know, like, so yeah, it's a lot.
Oh no, definitely. But speaking of CDs and vinyls, currently available for pre-order right now. I'll leave a link in the description as well. Pick yourself a copy. Definitely treat yourself. But now, as we're closing out this interview, I gotta talk about the future plans for the Darts. You know, we're moving into April now, and so how does the rest of 2024 looking like for you guys?
Dude, where do I start? Oh my God. So
We're going to be
April,
busy.
It's so much. We start April 19th in Sacramento, of all places where my family is. That's where our big Boomerang tour starts, in Sacramento, California. And we do like a slew down the West Coast, down and dip into Mexico a little bit. And then we go to Europe. And while we're in Europe, we're going to do Spain, Italy, Scandinavia, UK, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands. It goes on and on and on and on. There's countries I haven't even named here. And some place called Benelux. I'm not sure where that is, but yeah, we're going there. And there's a lot there. And while we're on this tour, Alternative Tentacles asked us to do some other recordings for some splits they want to do for some 7-inches. So we're actually going to stop in Lyon, France, and do recording for 2 more new singles that we're rehearsing. And that's another thing Christina has to rehearse, by the way. So we got 2 more new songs coming out. Yeah, and that's going to be in July. And so and we're going to be hopefully shooting this middle of nowhere video with the bats I have in my head somewhere. They have castles there. They've got to have bats. So
it goes hand in hand, really.
I mean, yeah. So we're going to do all this stuff, and it's going to be just an insane summer. We're going to come back for just a little while and breathe like in July. But basically, other than that, we're gone. And so, and then we get back, and we're going to actually in July, we're not going to breathe. We just found out we're going to do a few dates on the East Coast of the US, which are getting put together with a radio appearance in studio and some really cool stuff. So yeah, no breathing allowed.
Nope. We're breathing right now. And then in like 2 weeks, that's it. We're just going.
Take a big breath now. Take a breath.
Yeah.
All you get.
We'll do some like yoga at the venues or something, but like other than that, we're busy.
I can't wait. This is how we like it. I don't know. That's how I like it.
Well, I'm so happy for you guys. You have so much, great stuff in the works. Obviously, not only just the album, you're going on tour, recording more new music. I'm just really happy for you guys. And yeah, like you had the 2 months off, but now like it's just go time after, once you guys start touring again. So definitely catch up on some rest and some sleep before you leave.
We're trying. We're all playing in side projects too. So it's all like we're all
right. It's not really time off. It's just time off from the darts for now, for like 2 more weeks.
Like, oh, we have to learn all these other songs too. Wait a minute, what are we doing? Jeez.
Well, I'm glad you guys are staying busy because it definitely sounds like it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But I appreciate you guys taking the time to chat with me. It's always a fun time, and I wish you guys best with the tour, safe travels with everything.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to all the music you guys be releasing this year as well.
Well,
I can't wait for you to hear it. Yeah. I'm excited. Thanks for
I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out. So
that's awesome.
Thanks for always being there for us too. It's just you've been following us for a while now, and we really appreciate that. That's really cool.
Of course. You guys have been killing it, and I'm just along for a ride with all you guys, with just checking out the music and everything you guys got going on. So I appreciate it as well.
Awesome.
But as we're closing this out, for everyone watching and listening, where are the best places to find the darts online?
www.thedartsus.com will take you to everything you need. All the links.
Right on. Nice and easy. Very good. I'll leave that link in the description of this podcast as well. Please check out and support them if they come to an area near you, or if you are traveling, make sure to see them live. As I said, Boomerang will be available on April 26th. Get your pre-order in now as well. That link also in the description. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. As I said, it's always a pleasure to have you guys on the podcast. And I wish you the best with everything in 2024. And, maybe I might pop up at a show. You never know.
Yeah. Come to the West Side.
Come to the West Side. Come to the East Side. We're going to be East Coast
or the
too.
East Side. Yeah.
I'm going to try to, I'll figure out a way to get there.
All right. Cool.
Hopefully at some point.
You're forever on the VIP. You're good to go. You got to do it.
All right. All right. I will figure it out at least or something, or I'll just hop a few trains to get where I need to go to.
Yeah.
It's all about
Punk
trains.
rock style.
Exactly. I had to throw that in there. But anyway, please check out Support the Darts. Links in the description. For Christina and Nicole of the Darts, I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching. Listen to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.